Right then, hello again. I am Blunty. In their efforts to advertise the coming of The Crown to Netflix, and because Netflix is a digital streaming TV service thing, and the Google people, the Pixel people, have just launched a brand new version of the Chromecast thingy there. They sent me a big box with a bunch of Crown-related promotional material and paraphernalia and stuff in it to make a video out of, and this caught my attention. A little tea bag. Now, I had thought, when I saw the tea teaser and one of the documents at the top of the box, that they were going to send me a tin of proper tea leaves to make proper tea with, but instead I get a single crappy little tea bag that challenge on here that demands, show me how to make a proper English tea on YouTube. Well, I'm not English, but I do love my tea, so we're going to use this tea bag to show you how not to make a proper tea, or if you do have to use a tea bag, at least do it properly. So, first things first, freshly washed cup, of course. You do want to warm that cup, run it under some warm water, so when you pour the water in, it doesn't suck all the heat away from the water for a start. It's tip number one. Open up the tea bag here, give it a little shake, loosen up those leaves a bit, pop it in there. Now, when it comes to your water, freshly boiled water right there, but let it sit for a moment because you don't want to make tea with 100 degrees Celsius water, just freshly boiled water. I've got my little thermometer here. What you're aiming for is about 75 to 80 degrees, and sure enough there, I'm not sure whether the camera's picking up on that, but we're about 76.8 degrees, which is just about perfect for tea making. So we're going to pour that in. No special technique required here. And it'll about do it for that cup. And we'll give it a bit of a jiggle jaggle to get things working. Now you just let that steep until it's sort of dark enough to your taste, basically. I don't time this stuff. You don't have to get too precious with your tea. Just give it a bit of a jiggle around until it's ready. So, McVinnie's Digestives, classic tea accompaniment Bicky, or as the Americans would call them, cookies. And apparently, the packaging is made out of some sort of reinforced Teflon. Okay, maybe it's just late and I'm weak. I'm too weak and oh, it's all crushed. We've lost a Bicky. Bicky has been harmed in transport. There we go. Oh, look. Oh, look. Press F in chat for poor Vinny Biscuit. Now, I was going to pop it on the saucer there, but it's just going to melt the chocolate against the side of the cup right there. So, we'll give that a few minutes, and I'll come back to you when it's ready. Oh, before I go, to any Americans watching, do not drink your tea with the tea bag still in the cup. You savages. You absolute brutal third world savages. You take the tea bag out of your tea once it's at your proper brewing requirements. Every time I see an American movie and they've just got the little tea bag tag hanging out the side of their bloody cups or whatever, it just makes me cringe. Ugh, stop it, Americans. Get sophisticated, crying out loud. Alright, it's been 2 or 3 minutes. We're looking pretty decent there on the colour. Now, this'll be controversial. Do you squeeze the tea bag? Do you get a spoon and squeeze out all the remaining liquid? Or do you just let it drip and pull it away? I used to squeeze. I don't squeeze anymore. By squeezing it, you can sometimes squeeze out some extra tannins and bitterness and stuff like that. So just let it drip and put it aside. We'll just pop it in there for the moment because I rather neglectfully didn't have a nice dry place to put that. So, let's go have a taste test. Alrighty there. So I've got my little cuppy here with a little saucer, and I'm very fancy and very floral, and I'm feeling quite sophisticated, to tell you the truth. Not really. So, it wasn't labelled what kind of tea this is, but it does smell for all the world like a pretty standard Bushell's English breakfast tea. I personally like Earl Grey. And no, it's not because I'm a Star Trek nerd. I was drinking Earl Grey tea before I started watching Star Trek Next Generation. I just like the taste. Very floral and present and crispy, and I like it. So, English breakfast pretty good too, though. That'll be my second best. So, let's give it a go. See if they've at least supplied me with good bagged tea. If they're not going to supply me with proper tea leaves, at least give me good bagged tea. Actually, it's not bad. Nope, changed my mind. Got worse. Got worse as it went. Started out very impactful and aromatic, and then just got sort of bitter and lazy at the end there. I don't think that's Bushels. I think that's something else a little bit cheaper, perhaps. So, let's have a bicky. It's been ages since I've had a McVinnie's Digestive. You do that. Take a mouthful of tea when you've got bicky in your mouth, so it all mushes together into a lovely chocolatey. All right, you've seen enough. So, shall I show you how to make proper tea next? I'll have to go get some proper tea. I haven't got any fresh tea leaves. Watch my video on tea making, by the way. Like actually how they make the tea itself, not the brewing process. It's good. I worked hard on the video. Nobody watched it because it wasn't technology or games and stuff, which is what I usually do. If I like it, you should watch it. Thank you to the patrons. Really, this is really not very good. Thank you to the patrons, as always. Cheers, governor. I'm having tea, aren't I? Good biggie.